All right, Mark, you talked me into it, man. Start a little bit early here since you got to go to work, bud. I understand. Hey, Tommy, good to see you, Monger. What's up, dude? Glad to see you guys in the house tonight. Not gonna keep you guys forever on live stream tonight. Just gonna talk for a few minutes about some medical certificates, getting a driver's license, and what that means for life in Thailand. And perhaps if somebody catches this on the replay or something, it'll help them, give them some information. Chuck one. That looks an awful lot like Marine Corps. Awful lot like him. Is that the same guy? I think that's the same guy. I believe it is. I don't know. We'll have to see. Whatever it is, he's peeping out behind the bushes, and I like it. Excuse me 1 second, guys. Drinking Pepsi and eating a Snickers bar. You know, I just ate supper, and I got home and I was still hungry. And that never happens. It makes me nervous. Jeremy Monger High. Yep, that is the former um, avatar for Mr. Marine Corps himself, the one and only. Yes, sir. Glad you're here, man. So, medical certificates. Hey, Paul. I had to go get a medical certificate today. Now, this is the second medical certificate that I've gotten since I've been in Thailand. The first one was so that I could get a job. That one was a little more, I guess you could say, intense than the one that I had to get today. So the first one, they do blood pressure, height, weight. They give you a full physical, right, where they push on your gut and they check you for cysts and all this stuff, and they also draw some blood to check for, I believe, syphilis and perhaps a few other things. I'm not sure. Um, but I just remember saying one of the things they had to check for was syphilis. So, um, anyway, that was the first medical certificate that I had to have. And basically, what you do is you go into a clinic or into a hospital and you tell them you need a medical certificate for whatever you need it for. And for a couple hundred baht, you get a medical, it's like getting a medical clearance, basically. For the most part, in my personal humble opinion, I think it's just a way to make sure the hospitals and doctors and the government makes their money because it's not really much of a checkup, to be honest with you. Today, so the reason I went to get medical clearance today is because tomorrow I start the driver's license process here, which is supposed to be a 2-day process. That means I have to be at the driver's license place tomorrow morning at 7:30, and at 7:30. Then I have to watch the video at 8:30. It's supposed to be a 4-hour video. Then I have to come back on Thursday and take the driving test and um, the written exam. Uh, Dan from San Diego, listening to you during the graveyard shift. Cool, man. Glad we could keep you company. Hello, Carolina Hillbilly. Thanks for stopping by. Glad to see you back in the chat. Or maybe I saw you on a comment. I can't remember. So anyway, I went to get a medical certificate for the driver's license today, and it was very simple. I went in, they checked my blood pressure. Doctor put a little stethoscope on my chest and listened to my heartbeat a few times and asked about my medical history and stamped it and said, "Give us 250 baht." And I said, "Okay," and that was it. So the whole process took about 200. The whole process took about maybe an hour, 45 minutes to an hour, something like that. Now, why am I telling you guys this? Well, you need to know that there are certain things that, like driver's license, jobs, and there are other things in Thailand that you will need medical certificates for. And when you hear the word medical certificate, I don't want you guys like jumping off the deep end thinking that you got to have some type of extensive evaluation done, and people are gonna do evasive procedures on you or something like that, because that's simply just not the case, or it hasn't been in my case anyway. As I said at the beginning, this is my second one. So Irish Steve says, "Hi Jay, no party tonight." No party tonight. 7:30 in the morning is gonna come early, man. I had to get up this morning at 4:30 because I had to be at another school in another district to judge an English contest. I got back home about 2. Then I went and got my medical certificate. Then I went back to work for a few minutes, and then I punched out, went and got something to eat, and came home. So that's pretty much been my day to day. And as soon as we're done with this live stream, I'll probably put a few tags on it, post it, and be done with it because it's gonna be a long weekend. However, speaking of the week, first of all, do you guys have any questions about driver's license and medical certificates? Mark says, how long can you stay in Thailand with just a passport? Depends on where you're from, Mark. If you're from most Western countries, you can get a 30-day exemption, and then you can extend that exemption. So you come in off the plane, and they'll give you an exemption, a visa exemption in your passport, and then you can extend that for 30 more days. After that, you have to go get a visa outside the country. If you're talking about how long you can stay on different types of passports, that's a whole nother conversation. Yeah, so you're from the States, so same as me. So you just fly in and get your 30-day visa exemption. And if you want to stay 30 more days, you can go to the immigration office in Bangkok, and they will grant you, provided you hadn't gotten in any kind of trouble or anything, they'll grant you 30 more days after that. So you can get up to 60 days but without actually having to go and get a visa, which is pretty cool if you're just coming to visit and hang out, that kind of thing. So yeah, I don't want you guys jumping off the deep end when you come over here and you have to do something and it requires a medical certificate. I don't want you to think that, they're going to like do the whole, evasive stuff to you, because it's not going to happen. Mark says, nice. So it's like the Philippines. Similar, yeah. The longer term visas over here are much harder to get than they are in the Philippines. Like, for example, in the Philippines, you can stay up to 3 years on a tourist visa, just renewing it every other month or every 6 months or every 3 months, whatever, however often you want to renew it. But you can't do that here, not in Thailand. So, even though they do have a 2-month special going on where you can buy this I don't know the exact specifics, but it's something like you can buy a multi-entry tourist visa where you can enter twice, or not twice. I'm sorry. You have to leave the country, but you get basically unlimited ground border crossings for a year. Is what I read. So, I don't know how true that is or whatever, but it is what it is. Hey, Parky, how you doing, dude? Another night, coffee and chat. Yes, sir. Just sitting here with a little bit of Pepsi. I thought about drinking some coffee, but I'm gonna have to go to bed early tonight, and I was thinking coffee's probably not the best choice to drink tonight for sure. I'm going to try to get on a live stream with you guys at some point, either on Thursday. Probably won't be tomorrow, but try to at some point on Thursday get on another like 9 o'clock a.m. Bangkok time, which would be 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Try to get on another live stream with you guys then, because those seem to do the best in terms of turnout and having people come out and listen, that kind of thing. So try to get another one of those up for you guys pretty soon. Right now, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who has shared the videos on this channel, who has spread the word about this channel, who has made any type of contribution to this channel, whether it be monetary or you've commented on the video or you have done anything, because the channel's doing really, really well and it's growing. And, if everything keeps going according to plan, hopefully after March or April, if I'm not in Vietnam, then you guys will be getting full-time Thailand content just about every day. And that would be a lot more travel vlogs. So that's what we're shooting for. That's what we're going for. Nothing major. Let's see. Tommy says, "Hey JC and family, what is up, Mr. Tommy? How are you, sir? I'm glad you dropped by tonight. Anything going on with you guys? I normally I have a lot picked out to say, but really I'm just going to kind of keep you guys posted on what happens with the driver's license situation because I can't use my North Carolina driver's license because well, first of all, it was lost in the lost slash stolen, whatever you want to call it, in the Philippines, and so I ordered a new copy, but it expires this month, and because it expires this month, I can't use it like as an international license. So I can't go like take it to the land transportation office and say, "Here's my license, my international license. Just give me a Thai license." You can do that if you have an international license, or if you're from the states and you have a license from your home state. You can basically just go in and pay, and that's how it works. But unfortunately, can't do that. Let's see. Mike says, if I want to live in the countryside outside of Jomtien, is there bus service or like an Uber, or would I have to get a vehicle? Um, the countryside of Jomtien, I would probably recommend getting a vehicle like a motorbike because your options are going to be. I mean, there are bot buses that go out a little ways outside of Jomtien, but I haven't seen them go like way out in the country, out in the countryside, Mark. So I would probably invest in like a used motorbike you can pick up fairly cheap, um, pretty much anywhere when you get here. You can even rent one fairly cheap when you first get here if you want to have some transportation to take you around, so you can get familiar with the area. I don't think Uber exists here anymore. I'm not 100% certain on that, but I know Grab cars do. Grab cars and taxis. So motorbike taxis are an option. But I think your best bet would probably be just to rent a little motorbike yourself when you got here and check out the scenery around you. Mark says, that sucks. I always try to keep a copy of my license in the trunk or in the truck just in case I lost my license. Here, I drove a truck over the road. Yeah, it was excruciatingly emotionally painful for me to lose those licenses, Mark. I have to tell you. So I have to go through the whole process here. Steve says, "Hi, Jeremy. My driver's license medical took 5 minutes, 100 baht with doctor, big but color blindness taken seriously in Thailand. Difficult if you're one in about 15 males that are colorblind." I have a cousin and a good friend that's colorblind, and he faced some problems with that in the States. Fortunately, I'm not. So shouldn't I don't foresee any. I don't have any vision problems or depth perception issues, which I know are going to be on the test. That kind of thing. I don't have anything. The only concern that I have is the written test. That's it, because it's very hard to understand some of the laws over here. I mean, some of them are like counterintuitive to what we would normally do, but then again, you have to remember that you're literally driving on the other side of the road. So, it's a little different. Hello, Gordon. How are you, sir? Thanks for tuning in tonight. Just chit chatting about driver's license and medical certificates and trying to make sure you guys. Well, Mike asked a good question about the countryside, John T. Gordon says that mock test I sent you is all you need. Gordon, why do I not have that mock test? Is there any chance you could send that again? Because I have no idea what you're talking about. Please forgive me. You guys, if you knew how many messages I go through a day, you would understand. I am very, very sorry, man. But if you could send that again, I would greatly appreciate it. AIC says, good morning, Jeremy. Good morning to you, sir. Carolina says $1,600 a month budget. Would you suggest Thailand or the PI? I'm always going to suggest Thailand over the Philippines, simply because I like it better, and it's mostly due to the infrastructure. Has nothing to do with the people or anything else. It's just I like the infrastructure of Thailand better. And $1,600 a month, you could live comfortably here, no problem. Your $1,600 would go further in the Philippines, but a lot. It's there's a lot of difference between Thailand and the Philippines. A lot of people don't understand that until they visit both places or have lived in both places for quite some time. So um, that's a pretty big decision. Mark says, I hope they drive better there than they do in the Philippines. Well, they don't, not much. Dean, hey, Jeremy, how you doing? Hey, Dean, I'm doing great. Thanks for stopping in, man. Let's see. Since you were talking about it, I need your opinion on this. I'm 46 years old, really good income with possible early retirement. And I'm in at almost 12 years. Should I get a mortgage? That's entirely up to you, my friend. Um, if you're going to retire in 12 years, man, I believe I would hold out for retirement myself. But that's just me. Hey, James, good morning. Uh, Good morning to you, sir. Yeah, if you can live free and clear in Southeast Asia with a like a fat check coming in every month or every other week or something like that, trust me, man, you got it made. I would live debt free in America and come over to Southeast Asia somewhere and find me a place I like. Thank you, Gordon. Thanks so much. I appreciate that very much. Sorry, I'm sure I didn't lose it. I just can't remember where it is. I probably stuck it in a file folder somewhere on my phone and can't remember. But yeah, man, if you can live free and clear over here, you're talking about stretching money. This is the place to do it because the dollar, whatever dollar it may be, whether it's American dollar, Canadian dollar, Australian dollar, it goes a long way. And if you're talking about the British pound, it goes even further, or the euro or whatever. They go even further. So um, Gordon says every question on testing. That's beautiful, man. Thank you so much. God, thank you so much. Where did you send it to, Gordon? Because did you email it to me? Let me see. I need to look. Yep, you emailed it to me. Okay. Yep, I got it. All right, cool, great, good deal. I'll be looking at that in just a second. Karikoka, did I say that right? Karioka. Hi, Jeremy. Thanks for the live chats. I learned a lot about Thailand from you. Well, you are more than welcome. And I am so glad that somebody finds value in these things because I very much enjoy doing them. That's for sure. Yep, I got it, Gordon. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it, man. I really do. Really appreciate that. I'll hit the link as soon as the live stream's over and I get it posted. I'll check that link out and get it going. But my plan is to keep you guys updated with the driver's license process and what it's like to do it from scratch. Because, as I said, I don't have a international license to just simply trade for a Thai driver's license. So I have to go through the entire process, which means I have to watch the video. I have to do all the colorblind tests, the vision test, the depth perception test. Then I have to do a driving test and a written test. So all this is supposed to take 2 days. I don't know what the outcome is going to be. I don't know. I don't know. Since Gordon sent me this link, hopefully, I can simply memorize the stuff. That would be awesome. Gordon says if you're doing it in Pattaya, it's pretty grueling. No, I won't be doing it in Pattaya, so hopefully it won't be. Hopefully it won't be too bad. And I'm only getting a motorbike license too, so I'm not doing the car thing. I'm not going to be driving a car in Thailand for a long time, so no need for me to get a car license. Hey, Mitch, thanks for the information you provided. You are very welcome, sir. I'm glad you get something out of it. Gordon says I got a motorbike and drivers over 2 days. Yeah, that's what they keep telling me it's going to take is more than 2 days. So, or I'm sorry, they tell me it's going to take 2 days, and I'm like, damn, I wish I could do it in one, but I guess being able to do it on the second day, the test and the driving part is kind of good because if I learn anything from the video tomorrow, they say the video is all in Thai, but surely they'll put like some kind of English subtitle or something on it. Let's see. Karika says, could you recommend some online courses to learn Thai? I mean, no, sir, I cannot. I can recommend you an app. And it's called Learn Thai. Learn Thai. and it has a book on the front of it with that's looks like it's wrapped in the Thai flag. That app is the only thing I use for Thai. Jesus. Hi, Jeremy. Good morning from SoFlo, Miami. Well, good morning to you, sir. Thanks for all the great blogs and info. I was in Thailand, Cambodia, and Laos a couple years ago. Once you experience Southeast Asia, it gets under shit. Yeah, man. You get the itch, and it's hard to go away. I understand. I love this place. Jonathan says, thanks for all the info from Virginia. You're more than welcome. Joe Nathan. Joe Nathan. Maybe that's a typo. Maybe you did it that way on purpose. Either way, it's pretty cool. Gordon's Loud says you also get 2 chances per day if you fail the first. Well, that makes me feel better. That's good. Yeah, check that out. Am I pronouncing that right? Karaoke? Check that out. Wonder is in the house. He says, Carolina Hillbilly, you can have a good life in either countries in terms of cost. Depends on preferences. I'll be heading to Thailand for reasons. Yep. You're exactly right, Wonder. Exactly right. Be great to go to both for a few months to decide both countries. I absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. Jesus says next time I go back, I would like to do more of Thailand and Bali. That'd be cool, man. I'd like to do Bali myself. Steve said there are agencies that can help if you have problems. Yeah, I've heard of those, Steve. I'm going to try to avoid that if at all possible. But if worst comes to worst, I may have to go through an agency. I'm not sure. Monger says I'm back Merry Christmas. I hear you, buddy. Prep for it says always great info. I am sure you have been asked this, but what's your favorite way to get from Bangkok Airport to a Pattaya hotel? Thanks. Probably to get on the bus. That's what I would do. I would get on the. I would take the rails. Okay, you can do it one of two ways. You can do it one of many ways, but you can do like if it was me and I was just trying to save a bunch of money, I would just get on the Sky Rail and then get off on the BTS to Ekamaya and get on the bus at Ekamaya and pay my 100 baht and let the bus take me in to Pattaya. Or you can just get a cab, man, like straight from the airport that'll take you right into Pattaya for not a ton of money, probably I don't know, 1,000 baht, 1,200 baht, maybe a little bit less, depending on get a grab car or something. That's always a possibility. So there's 100 ways to do it. Prep for it. I don't really know what the best. It depends on if you're more concerned about efficiency and time, or if you're more concerned about money. That would be the two variables that would help me answer that question for you. Let's see. Is there a community of expats, Americans that live there? Oh yeah, there's a community that lives here. In all of the major cities in Thailand, I would say there's a community of expats. Now, I've personally found more English and Australian expats here than Americans, but there are plenty of Americans here for sure. I'm never going to say your name right. Caillou? Did I say that right? Caillou? Anyway, he says, good day. Good day to you, sir or ma'am. I really hope you're a sir. But good day to you as well. And thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it very much. Tommy says 18 days, but who's counting? Oh, I hear you. But you're going to be here in 18 days, Tommy? That's right. You're coming. Yeah, you're definitely coming. You're counting. I know you're counting. I would be counting. I remember when I got ready to leave for the Philippines last year, about first week of July, because I knew I was leaving the third week of July, and I was like, "What?" And every single day, John Martin says enters the building. I hear you, man. Hey, John, good to see you. Oh, there it is. Okay, K-U-E, K-U-E, Inu, K-U-E. K-U-E. All right, I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna do my best. I promise I'll do my best. John says, thank you. Hopefully I will see you in April. Yep, if I'm still here, you certainly can. Tommy says, bus from airport, 130. Yeah, you could always do that too. Ty says, hey, y'all. Hey, Ty-tastic. How are you, sir? Good to see you, man. Albaster says, happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you too, sir. And I'm really sad that I'm gonna miss Thanksgiving this year because they don't do like any kind of Thanksgiving over here in Thailand that I'm aware of. I'm sure that they probably have like Thanksgiving meals at certain. In fact, somebody messaged me about that the other day, asking if I knew about any Thanksgiving meals, and we did a quick Google search, and we came up with a few restaurants here and there that are doing some Thanksgiving stuff. But usually, you have to find like American bars or restaurants that are owned by Americans. So uh, just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Uh, what are you guys talking about over there? I'm so lost. It's okay. Don't worry about it. No big deal. I probably should have waited till about 7:30 to get started because I always start early and everybody gets here and they're like, dude, you've been talking for 30 minutes already? LC says, never been to Thailand. Where should a single male go first? Bangkok or Pattaya? Man, take your pick. I'd probably go to Pattaya, but that's just me. Just because it's smaller and everything's more condensed and everything's easier to find. But that's just my personal opinion. Mr. D, because I have no idea how to pronounce your name, says, I'll be heading to Thailand in mid-March. What can I expect weather-wise? Also, how do you stay so positive? Well, weather-wise, you should be good to go in mid-March. I don't think you should have much of a problem then. That's like in the middle of high season, I think. So you should be good to go. How do you stay so positive? Well, I am learning, Mr. D, to literally not give a shit what other people think about me at all. Like, at all. Like, not my mom, not my dad, not my close friends, certainly not anybody else on YouTube. And as I grow more and more outside of this, trying to impress people and trying to fit the norm, and the more I live outside the box and just don't care what people think and do me and don't try and impress people, just be myself, the happier I am. So here I am. I hope that answers your question. Jonathan says, need anything from the States, let me know. I FedEx to you. I hear you, buddy. Channel, I didn't know I had one. I didn't either. I didn't know you had one. What's a grab car? Grab car is like a taxi, so to speak. You join Monger's vlog. He puts out some pretty good vlogs. I ain't gonna lie. Just call me Mr. D from now on. Cool, good. I appreciate that. There's a norm. Damn, avoid that at all costs. I hear you, bud. But yeah, man. This weekend is gonna be. Let me tell you what I got going on this weekend, real quick, before we stop this thing. So the plan as of right now for the weekend is, and this is no BS, guys. Literally, this is no BS. Let me find it. Okay. Private boat tour hitting minimum Koh Larn, Koh Sak, Koh Phi, Bamboo Island. And then Monkey Island the next day. That's this weekend. That's what's coming up. So you guys are probably going to get a shit ton of content next week. I really hope I can bring you some good content from those places too. I'm excited about that. Let's see. Chris says, I enjoy your talks. I live in Winston-Salem, pretty close to where. Yeah, man, pretty close there, Chris. Charlotte, Albemarle area is not far. That's for sure. Been to Winston-Salem many, many times. And that where Haynes Mall is, in Haynes Mall in Winston-Salem, I used to love going to that mall. If it's even still there, it may not be there. I used to go there when I was a teenager. That's a big mall, really big mall. Reminds me of some of the bigger malls over here. Yeah, man, I hadn't been home in a long time, and I was also thinking about going home for a little while over the April vacation slot that I've got scheduled. Maybe going back to the U.S. because there are definitely some things I have to do legally in the U.S. I've done most of the stuff from here, but I may have to go make an appearance in the U.S. Not like I've been charged with anything kind of appearance, but I may need to go make a physical appearance over there. And I got to get taxes done and all that stuff too. So you know, it might just be a good reason just to go home for a little while and see everybody. I hadn't been home since the day I left, which was the end of July of last year. So yeah, you know, I might need to go home and say hey to everybody. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Depends on what the channel's doing. Depends on what I'm doing. Depends on what everybody else is up to, and depends on what you guys are doing. And we got 50 people watching right now, and that's a lot of people. I didn't expect to get that many on this live stream. So I want to thank you all for being here. The usual says avoid Songkran early April. Yes, I agree. I landed in Thailand on April the 13th, and I stepped out of my taxi, and my camera gear got sprayed with a water gun. I was not very happy about that. Mr. D says, how long have you lived in Thailand? Since April. What brought you here? Well, I was in the Philippines, and it just wasn't going well in the Philippines. It just wasn't working out at all. Not at all. That real long story. There, I'll be happy to catch up on that sometime offline. But yeah, it just wasn't going well. So it was time to make a change, and Thailand seemed like the next most viable option. Mark says, this is my first time watching you. Well, Mark, I am glad that you are here for the first time. And I appreciate you being here. I hope you got some value out of the content tonight, as I hope all of you do, for sure. James says, just got home from work. Good evening. Good evening to you, my friend. I hate that you just got home because we're gonna be wrapping this thing up here in just very shortly. I was telling the guys earlier I got to study for a driving test, man. I got driver's license test tomorrow and Thursday, so I went ahead and took both days off work. I had enough leave time to take the days off, and took Friday off because Friday I have a very early dentist appointment, and after that I think I'm going to go ahead and start my weekend a little early. So but like I just read you guys where I'm going this weekend, if all that works out, man, next week is going to be full of content. And speaking of full of content, some of you, that there's about 50 people in the room now, and there was only about 20 before when I said this. Let me say it one more time. If you are part of this live stream right now, you're contributing to the channel. If you watch my videos, you are contributing to the channel. If you comment on the videos, you are contributing to the channel. If you make a monetary donation, whether it be, if you make a monetary contribution to this channel, whether it be Super Chat, PayPal, whatever the case may be, you are contributing to the channel. So I just want to say thanks in advance to all of you, and thanks for all of you who have been a part of helping this channel grow so much in the last few weeks. It's just been incredible. Congrats in advance for the license. I hear you, Wonder. I hear you, man. Thanks. I need that positive energy. Daniel says, hey, man, just came to say a quick hello. Thought you dispersed. I will check out your video tomorrow. Okay, man. All right, Daniel, you have a good night or day, whatever, wherever you're at, man. Chad from Kosa Med, I hate you. I actually don't hate you. I'm looking forward to meeting you. I love your pictures from Bangkok, too, by the way, man. Those were very nice. Daniel said disappeared. Nope, didn't disappear. Not yet. Chris says, yes, it's still there. Maybe I can get together with you when you come back. I'm a commercial photographer. I'm sure we can find something. Oh, yeah, definitely. If you're a commercial photographer, we can talk for probably forever. Tommy Jones says, thumbs up, hit the like button. Yeah, and that's up to you guys, man. Let's see. Okay, Jonathan, I'm reading your comment, but nobody else is because it has your email on it, and I'm not going to put your email. I'm not going to put your email in the comment section for everybody to read because that's your personal business. So to answer your question, how you can do that is in the description of this video. So if you look under the video, it'll tell you how to do that. Just read in the description. And also it's in the description of every other video. So you can look there as well, and much appreciated. Now, Tommy says thumbs up, like, but yep, definitely like if you want to, guys. Mr. K, that's what I'm calling you because I already forgot how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry, man. Says cool. I was going to do a 3-island tour on the Serenity tour. I hadn't heard of that, but it sounds interesting. Hey, John. Good luck on that driving test. Yeah, I need it, man. Thank you. See you in a few days, says Chad. Definitely, man, for sure. Absolutely. Jesus says, have a good night. Time to be productive at work. Wish you the best, Jay. Stay positive. Thank you, Jesus. I appreciate it very much, man. And staying positive is the only way to live because negativity gets you nowhere fast. That's for sure. Lloyd, what's up, Jay? I'm here in Alabama. Great vids, bro. Self. I hear you, man. Thank you, Lloyd. I appreciate it very much. I'm glad you found some value in them for sure. Since fun on 2nd December. Okay, Jonathan, I appreciate it. Very, very much. Very much. Just for those of you who don't know that are watching him talking about funds, any contributions go to travel or to equipment for this channel. That's it. That's what everything goes to. So, and I think all you guys know that by now. I don't need to keep repeating that. But anyway, we are going to, I guess, wrap it up right here probably. Oh wait. God, I got to start calling you Chuck now. I'm never going to get used to that. What is your next adventure, Jeremy, for vacation? I'm either going to go. Thanks, James. I appreciate that. I'm either going to go to Chiang Mai or, well, I mean, this weekend I'm going to like 3 islands. So that's like, something to do. And then for vacation, I really want to go to Chiang Mai. I want to take the overnight train to Chiang Mai. So I would like to go there, and then I would like to go visit Vietnam. So to answer your question, Chuck, Mr. Marine Corps, I don't know. That's my answer. I'm not sure. Yeah, Corby would be nice. That would also be very nice. Thank you, Pamela. Real quick, best fast food franchise in the South. You mean in America? I assume you mean in America. I don't know. I'm old school, man. I'm gonna say either, man, either Waffle House or White Castle. I don't know. I'm gonna say Waffle House. Waffle House has got to be the best, right? I mean, you get drunk at when I was young, man. I used to get drunk at like 1 or 2 in the morning, and then go in there and sober up in Waffle House for like 2 hours. Let's see. Or helmet for the motorcycle. John says, "Yep, I got a good one. It's okay." Nice. Would like to see Chiang Mai in your videos. It's gonna happen eventually, Chuck. It's gonna happen eventually. Popeyes is good, John. I agree. It's good. Andrew, just saying hi before you go. Looking forward to your island vids. Thank you, Andrew. Appreciate it. Thanks for saying hello. Chad says you're still in Pattaya this weekend, as far as I know. All-Star Special. I hope so, man. I certainly hope so. Lloyd says Waffle House. Yep, I agree. Waffle House. Love Waffle House. Chuck says just ate there the other day. Very good, cheap place. Love me some Waffle House, man. Yeah, you don't know. Do they have Waffle Houses up around your area, Chuck? I don't know if they have Waffle Houses in the north or not. I'm not sure. We'll have to talk about that one later. I got a driving test to study for, guys. So everybody take care. Have a wonderful night. I appreciate all you very, very, very much. Thank you for stopping by. And I will see you on the next video. Take care.